Hey guys, welcome back to another video. In this video, we're going to talk about Uber and DoorDash and Lyft, to be honest, and how it may be necessary for the government, be it state or federal, to invoke RICO action against Uber, DoorDash, and Lyft to stop them from behaving, basically like a criminal organization. They're going to continue their pattern of reckless behavior, skirting the law, bribing officials, cheating and lying to drivers and the customers and the restaurants. I mean, this thing is really getting out of hand, and hopefully someone will take notice to stop this, because this is just the beginning, guys. This is just the beginning of this technological mafia, and new laws are going to have to be written, and action will have to be taken, because these corporate thugs are hiding behind their office suites in San Francisco and Silicon Valley and other offices around the world. They're hiding. See? And this is the problem with our artificial intelligence and other technologies as we move forward. This is going to be the main problem. And the main problem is, including Waymo and Google, the main problem is see, like Meta, Facebook, it has a face. So when things were going wrong at Facebook or Meta, Mark Zuckerberg was called to Washington to answer to Congress. See? So, these apps, man, somebody's face, they're going to have to appear in court to answer to some of these criminal activities that they're doing. The only people that appear in court now are the lawyers. That's who appear in court. But the crimes are being committed. Amazon Flex committing massive accounting fraud and crimes against the drivers, stealing their tips, lying to customers, lying to the drivers, misclassifying drivers. They're doing all kind of stuff. So someone will have to be held accountable for these crimes. These are crimes. Like if you or I committed any of these crimes, they would take us to trial and confiscate the proceeds that was as ill-gotten gain. Our assets would be confiscated. Or no, not confiscated, seized. So I do not get it. But a reckoning is coming. A reckoning is coming for these apps. And I think it's going to happen sooner than later, because this is never going to stop until we rein in this rogue operation. And I think that the RICO action is necessary. It's necessary. Okay, guys? So if you're not familiar with what the RICO is racketeering, influence, corrupt organization. That's what it stands for. And it was designed to punish those organizations or systems or enterprises or syndicates that organize a crime ring of individuals, companies, or groups. And it was mainly used against the mafia when the RICO Act came into fruition back in the 70s and 80s. So I asked ChatGPT, what kind of crimes might DoorDash, Uber, Lyft, be committing that may invoke the RICO action, against them. And now, hold on one second. I'm going to read to you what ChatGPT said. Hold on, guys. Okay, guys. Here I'm back. It says, here are 10 potential crimes or behaviors that could be grounds for RICO, Racketeer, Influenced, and Corrupt Organizations Act. Action if proven as part of an ongoing criminal enterprise. Number 1, wage theft. Now, I'm gonna read all 10 of these. I want you to put in the comment which one of these crimes do you think can be pinned on these digital mafias. Okay, wage theft. Systemically underpaying drivers by misclassifying them as independent contractors to avoid paying benefits, overtime, and minimum wage. That's wage theft, guys. Number 2, fraudulent misclassification. Deliberately misclassifying employees to skirt labor laws, which could be viewed as a scheme to defraud the government and workers. And that's exactly what Uber is doing, and Lyft. That's why they've been sued by 4 attorney generals in California. And all of their appeals have been denied. They appealed to the appellate court, denied. They appealed to California Supreme Court, denied. They appealed to the United States Supreme Court. They all declined to review it because they all know that this can only go one way. Okay? So now they are in negotiation to try to settle these lawsuits. And this lawsuit can easily get up towards $5 or $10 billion. Guys, do you know who's paying for this lawsuit? Do you know what is paying for these lawsuits? Well, let me tell you who's not paying for the lawsuits. The shareholders. Let me tell you who is paying for the lawsuit. The drivers and the customers. They're stealing money from the drivers and the customers to pay for these settlements. See, this is why these type of penalties are necessary, and they need to be magnified with prison time. These CFOs, the CEO, the accountants, like this is everybody is involved in this criminal organization. Everybody's involved in it. The accounting department. I'm gonna find out who their accountant is, because they have to know the scheme, because the accountant is the one who classifies the expenses of these companies. And they just moving all these numbers around, these huge numbers around for fees and different categories as they steal your money. They put them in different categories. Oh, this goes towards marketing. This goes towards this fee. This goes towards promotions, or whatever. They make up stuff. Let's continue. Wire fraud. They could be charged with wire fraud, using electronic communication apps, email systems to carry out deceptive practices, such as manipulating pay algorithms or hiding earnings. That's what I was just talking about. Such as manipulating pay algorithms or hiding earnings. That's what they're doing. Stealing money. Tax evasion. Avoiding tax liabilities by misreporting income, deductions, or failing to remit taxes related to employee benefits. See, guys, nobody's looking at this as a serious criminal enterprise. Nobody's really doing, because everybody got their heads. Hold on, guys. Everybody got their heads so far up their butt trying to survive and make money, they don't even realize that they're victims. See, that's one thing about corporate America. When you are a part of the scheme, when you are participating unknowingly in the scheme by being an employee or a contract or whatever, you don't realize that you are being victimized. You are a victim of a scheme, a scam, a crime that you are participating in. I mean, America, it's a weird. America, corporate America, the employee relationship. It's a very weird dynamic. It's like being in the Twilight Zone. It's like being in an Alfred Hitchcock movie. When you unknowingly but willfully participate in a crime against yourself. Let me say it again. When you unknowingly but willingly participate in a crime against yourself, that's what you're doing when you're driving for Uber, DoorDash, or Lyft. Any of these gig apps, or any of them, all of them. See? So you are literally programming the algorithm to cheat you. Every time you participate, you are programming the algorithm to help rob you and cheat you out of your earnings. And the customer that's the benefactor of this stuff, they don't even know that they're being cheated too. The customer don't know they're being cheated. The driver don't know that they're being cheated. If it's DoorDash, the restaurant don't realize that they're being cheated and robbed. The government, they're being cheated and robbed because they're avoiding paying taxes. Then all these fees and all this crap, they put all that crap on your 1099. So now you got to do all the work. You have to do all the work with the tax people. See, so it's a headache. Let me continue. I can go on forever. Let me go. False advertising, misleading the public, and number 6, false advertising, misleading the public and drivers about earnings potential, job flexibility, or independence. Number 7, antitrust violations, coordinating pricing or pay structures across platforms to suppress driver earnings, acting as a cartel, price fixing. So no matter who you go to, you can go to Uber Eats, you can go to DoorDash, you can go to GoPuff, you can go to Grubhub. It don't matter who you go to, all the prices are going to be similar. Because all these engineers and all of them are engaged in the same algorithmic crime. See? Bribery, number 8, bribery and public corruption. Lobbying or campaign contributions tied to favorable legislation like Prop 22 in California that undermines labor protections could be seen as part of corrupt influence operations. Data manipulation, falsifying data around rides, payments, or customer reviews in a way that harms workers or competitors. Man, we all know that they're doing this stuff. We all know it's being done. You're being used like a wrench to screw yourself. It's mind-boggling. I'm telling you, man, we are living in a real movie. You are the screwdriver, and you are screwing yourself. You are the hammer and the nail. It's unreal. I mean, and unless you can, and once you see it, you can't unsee it, guys. But you have to be in a clear frame of mind to realize how you are creating your own deficit in your life and your mind, your body. You are creating the deficit in your life because you are abusing your body for money. You are prostituting yourself for money. It's psychological. It's not as physical as a real prostitute. But it's just as corrupt. It's just as dangerous. It's probably not as dangerous. You know, a real prostitute, they really be out there, guys. I mean, that's another, that real prostitution, that's another level that the system used against people. But it's very similar when you look at it. It's very similar. Let's continue. Number 10, obstruction of justice. Destroying or concealing internal communications or evidence during investigations or lawsuits related to labor practices. Each of these would require pattern behavior and involvement of multiple actors, and an enterprise element to qualify for RICO charge. But they mirror the types of racketeering activities that have historically triggered action under the law. See? So I got this from ChatGPT, guys. It just broke it down for you. And if you're on these apps, guys, you are participating in your own deficit, your own decay, your own atrophy. You are participating in it. You know, I know in an American society, I gotta do what I gotta do type mindset, it's destructive. So anyway, guys, thank you for joining me. I'm gonna make another video because I got something else I want to talk about, but I wanted to kind of spell out what the RICO means, because most people have never even heard of RICO. They don't even know what it is. You know, but these companies, they definitely know. And they're not going to stop until it is engaged, it's activated. And I just read you 10 crimes that could trigger RICO action. And I'm sure they probably commit 10 more. All right, guys, until next time, guys, I'm Contraband 777, and I'm signing off. Remember, guys, keep your house clean, keep your life clean, keep your car clean, keep your mind clean, keep your diet clean, guys. Drink plenty of spring water to flush out the toxins, the chemicals, and the poison that's in the food supply. Guys, you are being poisoned. You've been micro-poisoned every day, physically and psychologically. You've been manipulated. Until next time, guys, I'm Countryman 777, signing off. Peace.